Hello everyone, welcome to the Lore Archive. Today we are going to be talking about some more Warframe lore. This one is quite interesting because it dives deep into the different types of Warframes in existence and the different types that could exist in theory. The animal Warframes, if you would say. From the beginning of our lore experiences up until now in Warframe, we started with the question of what are Warframes? And the answer to that is that Warframes are individuals, people who were subjected to an engineered organism known as the Helminth or the Technocide virus, as some people would like to call it. This is one of those extracted strands of those groups known as the infestation. These subjects are then infused with a transference bolt that will make them subject to someone else's control. Now, one of the things that I would like to point out when it comes to the infested individuals or infected individuals is that they lose control of their minds. Some of their minds are lost to the cephalon weave, some of them just lost to the transference weave. So this is a very important thing to know. So this is one of the main reasons why the transference bolt is very important, because it allows someone else using the transference to control them. Preferably the Orokin and of course the Tenno. The experiments of course were perfected with the Tennos being the ones in charge of controlling this beast, and that led to the success of the Old War. Though the Warframes were tough, their kryptonite was in the design that they will not be able to harm any Orokin, and that is one of the things that was also evident if you ever played the Sacrifice quest. So how that is done or determined, we will be discussing that in another video. So what about animal frames? Yes, animal frames are Warframes created from animals in different beasts instead of humans. And as we know in the origin system, there are various beings that coexist with humans already. An animal frame will be a combination of the Helminth cyst or the Helminth virus itself and a specific animal. A great example of this will be the Helminth charger. Now, contrary to the way humans are infected with the virus, animal frames are often created from the embryonic stage. This means that they are converted from the fetus, the baby, the egg state itself, and this is due to several reasons. Now, this is just one of my guess. When it comes to doing something, it is better to do it at a very small stage instead of an adult, because you have to deal with domestication and also training or things that the animal has learned so far. If you try to use an adult animal, primal instincts might kick in and result in some unforeseen results. It could be catastrophic. Imagine a gorilla infused with a Helminth tissue. It could destroy a lot of things if it is full grown compared to a baby that you can train and raise. Adult animals also have certain feelings towards humans in general, and you also have the old saying about teaching an old dog a new trick. This will affect the design when using adult animals. This is also why it is important for the Orokin to use infants or babies or eggs. This is also why they used children to begin with. And of course, one of the major things when it comes to the Warframe design is the abilities and the powers that these individuals already possess. In some situations, they infuse individuals with some DNA from animals, so they have some animal powers as well. They did a combination from the egg state, and you will notice every time you're trying to build an Helminth charger, you have to get a Kubro egg, and then you have to inject it with a Helminth cyst. The Helminth charger is an animal frame, as I've explained time after time. It was injected with the same substance that turned humans into Warframes. So why would they need an animal frame or a Warframe to begin with? That is one of the biggest questions we ask. The Orokin needed these things because they are indestructible weapons. The outer layer of a Warframe, which is created by the infestation, made them really tough. They were so tough that they could withstand a lot of damage, explosions, and even radiation. The infested tissue also serves as a healing mechanism for the host. They can sustain and survive different atmospheres in different conditions. It is more of a mutualistic relationship than it is a parasitic one. This leads to the final type, the mechanical warframes. This is theoretical, of course, but due to the fact that the infestations can infect machines and different forms of technology, things such as the Golden Maw can be turned into a warframe. It is already capable of possession. We can possess it with our Tenno, so instead of the outer shell, which is made of just gold and metal, you can have an outer shell that is also infestation covering all that gold and metal, making them even stronger. Drones and different things can be turned into frames as well. It is just a matter of corruption and a matter of control. The infestation often burrows into the minds of its hosts and take over, as I've explained earlier. For humans, they are often lost to the transference weave, and for machines, they could be lost or suffer a similar fate that we saw with Cephalon Jordis. In fact, the minds of these machines can be corrupted. So when it comes to animal frames, it is just a matter of when they will introduce them in Warframe, because that is one of those things that is just so possible. Maybe a Warframe that can transform back and forth from a regular human to an animal. We already know that they've injected some of these individuals with animal DNA, so I will not be surprised if that is possible as well. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next archive.